Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Thursday, October 6th, 2011. Lot to cover. Let's get right into these markets. Again, we'll start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You'll see that the futures are trading higher by about 5 points at the moment. Markets moving up. It looks like everything in Europe is A-OK. The Bank of England issued another quantitative easing program this morning. That looks to be boosting the Bank of England. Looks to be boosting the FTSE 100. You can see that's up about 2% this morning. Again, I'm not sure how good this is that they're creating another quantitative easing or boosting the prior quantitative easing program. Total now is going to be 275 billion pounds, and we'll see how that plays out. But nonetheless, the FTSE 100 is up about 2%. Also, the European Central Bank decided to leave rates unchanged, and the European markets are liking it. Looks like the French CAC 40 is up about 1.9%, and the German DAX is up just about 1%. So a little bit of a move there. There's also some more news out of Europe that's pretty important, and not only is it have to do with, but the German economy is starting to show signs of weakness, and it looks like factory orders dropped to 1.4% in the month of August. They thought that they would hold steady, and it's starting to show signs of weakness. So we'll see how this all plays out. You also had that Belgian bank, Dexia. That's a French and Belgian bank, and looks like it will be nationalized. So that bank will be nationalized going forward. That bank is down about 10-15% this morning. But nonetheless, the bank will be nationalized, and we'll see how it plays out from there. But the problems are just growing, and they're getting bigger by the minute in Europe. We'll see how long this little bounce, this little rally can last, but I'm not expecting it to last all that much longer. In any case, we'll see how this market plays out. The futures are trading higher. Last night, we did lose one of the great innovators of our time. Steve Jobs passed away. Our prayers and thoughts go out to the family, and may Steve Jobs rest in peace. Let's take a look at Apple stock this morning. The stock really is trading pretty well, considering Steve Jobs has passed, and he really was Apple, if you ask me. The stock's only down $3 today, so holding up very, very well. Good showing on Apple this morning. Stock is behaving much better than I would have thought. So, again, a big loss to the world when we lose one of the great technological minds of our time with the passing of Steve Jobs. Okay, with that said, let's take a look at gold. You'll see the GLD is trading down a little bit, trading around 159.42. It closed at 159.46, so just down a few pennies. Definitely off the high of the day, though, and we have to watch that there. I don't know if there's a tremendous amount of upside for gold, but being that the Bank of England did do an added quantitative easing program today, and the ECB left rates unchanged, it may neutralize itself. I'm not really too sure where gold is headed right now. The pattern on the charts are not that sensational, but it is holding steady this morning. Let's take a look at the SLV. This is the Silver Trust, iShares Silver Trust, closed at $29.66. Today it's trading at $30. So, again, it's up a little bit. We'll see if that can hold steady. Again, more sideways and choppiness on the daily chart, if you ask me. Let's take a look at USO this morning. Okay, this is the United States Oil Fund, and you'll see here that USO is trading around $31. USO closed at $30.84. So it is trading up a little bit. And, we'll see if oil can make a further move. Had a really, really big bounce yesterday in crude. Today it's up just about 35 cents on the spot to around the $80 level. Nonetheless, we'll see if it can make a little bit of a move. It's all going to come down to really one thing. And I know I talk about this a lot. Some people may get annoyed about it, but it really is what you need to know. And if you just take a look at the US dollar index, that will tell you everything. Okay, here you'll see the US dollar index on the 10-minute chart has been moving steadily higher. The market has moved steadily lower. Notice this was around 4 o'clock in the morning. If you take a look at the futures chart, you'll see right around 4 o'clock in the morning, the market started to tip down. It made one more move back up and it comes back down. So right now the markets are trading generally inverse to the US dollar index. And not always one for one, not always exact, but sometimes once the trading day starts, you'll see if the dollar goes up, the market does go down. So it really is a very, very good inverse correlation. Now, at some point, I think that could change, but it hasn't changed. So if it's not broke, don't fix it, and continue to follow it. I think that's what you need to do. Again, I don't know if there's all that much out there moving around. The markets are essentially just up a little bit today, and we'll see where we go. Would not be surprised to scratch out another positive day on the charts, to be honest. So it's been a good rally for 3 days. Markets have really rallied higher ever since that big surge we had going back a couple of days and late in the afternoon, and we'll see where we head from there. But I don't think there's all that much to cover here. Markets continue to hold up. The European markets are holding up. There really isn't a lot in the news as far as stocks go. Most things are just trading slightly higher to flat. Apple's the only thing that I see down of any importance today. So we'll leave it at that. All right, everybody, have a great trading day. Those of you in the chat room, I'll see you on the microphone at 9 o'clock, and we'll be ready for another volatile session. Have a good day, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow.